A deeper look at headlines shaping our world. From breaking news to stories that matter, we bring you top stories, facts you can trust, clarity you deserve, and perspectives that inform. Across nations, across communities, we connect you to every moment as it happens. This is Top Stories, showing every weekday on Ogama TV. Top Stories. Stay informed, stay ahead.
A very pleasant day to you and welcome to Top Stories on Ogama TV. First, we bring you the headlines. Enugu Government police arrest stepmother over alleged murder of a 9-year-old girl. INEC to deploy over 1.4 million ad hoc staff for 2027 elections. CBN warns governors against fiscal policies threatening inflation control. And on the foreign scene, Ramaphosa condemns xenophobic violence, vows stronger immigration enforcement in South Africa. Bringing you the news is Chidiogo Asuke. Now the news in details. The Enugu State Government and the police have moved against a stepmother, Mrs. Ogechi John, over alleged killing of her 9-year-old stepdaughter, Miss Ogechi Amanda John. Miss John, who hails from Odiriko in Enugu Government area of Ebonyi State, was arrested on Monday following the incident, which reportedly occurred on Sunday afternoon at their residence in Nchatancha Emene area of Enugu Metropolis. Neighbors alleged that the child had suffered repeated maltreatment from her stepmother before her death. Reacting to the incident, the Enugu State Commissioner for Children, Gender Affairs and Social Development, Mrs. Ngozi Eni, condemned the act and assured that the state government would pursue justice diligently. She stressed that the administration of Governor Peter Ndubisi Mba maintains zero tolerance for child abuse and homicide, adding that the government will ensure a thorough and speedy investigation. Moving on to the national scene, the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC says it will deploy more than 1.4 million ad hoc staff, mostly National Youth Service Corps members, for the 2027 general elections. INEC Chairman Professor Josh Amupitan disclosed this during a strategic visit to the NYSC headquarters in Abuja. According to him, over 707,000 corps members will be needed for the presidential and National Assembly elections scheduled for January 16, 2027, while another 707,000 will participate in the governorship and state assembly elections slated for February 6th. Professor Amupitan praised corps members for their neutrality, discipline, and technological competence, especially in operating the BVAS system during the elections. He also assured that INEC will strengthen welfare, insurance, and security arrangements for ad hoc personnel. In response, NYSC Director General, Brigadier General Olakunle Nafio reaffirmed the scheme's commitment to supporting credible elections across the country. And on business, the Central Bank of Nigeria has warned state governors that unpredictable fiscal policies could frustrate efforts to maintain price stability under Nigeria's inflation targeting framework. Speaking during an engagement with the Nigerian Governors Forum, the Deputy Governor in charge of the Economic Policy Directorate, Mohammed Abdullahi, explained that state-level fiscal decisions significantly influence inflation outcomes. He noted that excessive borrowing, rising domestic debts, delayed salaries, poor cash management, and uncoordinated spending by states could weaken the effectiveness of the Apex Bank's monetary policies. Abdullahi emphasized that inflation targeting requires cooperation between federal and state authorities to achieve economic stability. Nigeria's headline inflation rate currently stands at 15.38%, while food inflation is at 14.31%. And now moving on to the foreign scene, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has condemned recent violent protests and criminal acts targeting foreign nationals in parts of the country. In a nationwide address, Ramaphosa described those behind the attacks as opportunists exploiting the frustrations of poor communities under the guise of activism. While condemning xenophobic violence, the president acknowledged growing concerns over undocumented migrations, saying illegal immigration places pressure on the healthcare, housing, and employment opportunities. He disclosed that authorities intercepted about 450,000 people attempting to enter South Africa illegally during the last financial year. Ramaphosa also announced plans to recruit up to 10,000 labor inspectors to enforce immigration and labor laws, and warned that lawlessness and ethnic intolerance would not be tolerated in the country. We now bring you the highlights of the stories on the bulletin so far. We brought to you that Enugu State's government police arrested stepmother over alleged murder of a 9-year-old girl. On the national scene, INEC is to deploy over 1.4 million ad hoc staffs for 2027 elections. And on business, CBN warns governors against fiscal policies threatening inflation control. On the foreign scene, Ramaphosa condemns xenophobic violence, vows stronger immigration enforcement in South Africa. That's all on the news at this hour. For more updates and breaking news, don't forget to follow us on our socials on Facebook at Ogama TV, on Instagram at Ogama TV1, on X at Ogama TV, on YouTube at Ogama TV. Also visit our website at www.ogamatv.com. I am Chidiogo Asuke. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.
When you think of online TV and radio, broadcasting, media consultancy, event coverage, event management and planning, there's no better name than Ogama TV. But that's not all. We're also into photo studio and coverage, equipment rental, news blogging, fashion and pageantry. We are at number 5/21 Chime Avenue, beside Open Sheraton Restaurant, New Haven, Enugu. Follow us on our social media handles: Facebook at Ogama TV, Instagram at Ogama TV1, Twitter at Ogama TV, website www.ogamatv.com. You can also send us email at ogamatv@gmail.com. Ogama TV, your one-stop media solution.